Okay, so I haven't done my satanic Bible study um, with you guys for a while. This is going back to January the 10th. This one in particular is really short, so I'm just doing this to get the ball rolling again. And yeah, I'll go over my schedule later. So, the pastor that they had that day uh, talked about how much time is left, claimed that God made the world in 6 days and then rested on the seventh, and then then we repeat that pattern. I guess that's what they what they claimed. Claims that um, of the last days, non-believers will scoff at Jesus returning, which is kind of like a what do you call it? A self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If you say something that's ridiculous that has no evidence, and then say that people will laugh at you when you claim it, well, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If I claim, inside of quirks were little pink elephants that made them work, like if there's no way to prove that, then that's just inserting, something that can't be proven. I don't know. It's just silly. Tallman. I'm not sure what the name was. I can't remember. I misspelled it at the time. Said somebody. He was quoting something from the Bible. I don't have the quote on here. Claims the coming of Jesus in 6,000 years. Now I have to look this to find the direct quote, but there is a claim where he was supposed to show up like within the lifetime of when it was claimed, and like of the people around it who heard him say that within their generation, which is way long past. Speaks about how we are going to die, which is obvious. Everybody dies. Talks about praising Jesus for eternal life. Doesn't really sound. I don't know if I was paraphrasing that. It's been too long of a while. But either way, whether you're just up there in heaven forever or praising somebody forever, like I don't know, it's just ridiculous. Wants to give our lives to a belief of Jesus dying for us. Give our lives to a belief. And essentially, if you live your life now as though it is true, then you're giving your life over for a belief. If that belief turns out to not be true, one, you'll probably never know the difference because you'll be dead. So, you're like, no one's be able to tell us, so you won't be able to. But if you're right, I mean, that's worse. So that's the end of that one. Like I said, this one was particularly short. Probably rambled. I have a side note on here. So life isn't about... so life being short and finite is what makes it precious. Having the living forever is what actually seems like it would be meaningless. And then on here I have a side note. Sorry about the camera. A side note with I have Mom's Broken Heaven. So, in a nutshell, would mom still praise Jesus if the only people in heaven were or most of the people in heaven were just the gullible and the fearful? So, I mean, yeah, Pascal's wager, I guess, is what I'm thinking of. It doesn't seem like, either pretend until you do believe, in other words, you're afraid of burning, so it's better off to pretend to believe and hope that you convince yourself out of fear, or you're just, or you're convinced. Like, you can't do this with anything else. This is why street epistemology is used on these kind of concepts. Like, can you use that kind of logic on anything else? So, alright, I'll leave it at that. If anybody has any questions or suggestions, or any Bible verses that they want me to look at specifically, and I can pull out the old holy fable and we'll look at it together if you have any suggestions. Alright, check you later. Oh yeah, oh, sorry, false alarm. Schedule. It's a little bit scratchy because I've messed up on it earlier, but basically I have like a there it goes, a 5-day schedule kind of deal. It's mostly for my workout, but 1 day off out of every 5. I have chores, but I also have on here do video or paint, and I plan to do a video at least every 4 or 5 days, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, there's the schedule. Alright, check you later.